is up, TTC, Orange and Black Attack? It is your boy Danny G, SFG TV, and I need no explanation of where I am. Of course, I am in front of the one and only, the best place in the world, in my opinion, AT&T Park, the home of your San Francisco Giants, or at least my San Francisco Giants. And let's get a quick shot of McCovey Cove real quickly. The beautiful cove with all the boats and everything, you know, one of the most gorgeous places in the greatest city in the world, San Francisco. Of course, I am on a vacation here, visiting my friend from Arizona who's actually stationed here in the Coast Guard. So, you know, great trip, you know, awesome to go to a Giants game for the first time in 6 years. And unfortunately, the game that I went to on Friday was the one game out of this 3-game series that they did not win, but they still take 2 out of 3 out of my hometown Arizona Diamondbacks, and what was a great series. And last night's game I want to talk about, of course, they honored the 1997 team that went from worst to first. That was the year that I was born, and, you know, so that was great. And of course, Pablo Sandoval, the Kung Fu Panda, made his return back to the Giants last night. And I want to talk a little bit about that. There are some Giants fans that aren't happy that they re-signed him after 3 years, because when he left back in 2014, he said something, I only respect Pence and Bochy and whatever. You know, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, some Giants fans just need to grow the fuck up and realize that, you know, it's a business and it's a game, and, you know, when someone leaves, you know, they might have some hurt feelings, but it doesn't matter, because Pablo Sandoval is will go down in history as one of the all-time Giants. Of course, he was one of my favorite Giants back in the day. He won 3 World Series with us, and there was nothing more better than to have him back, or nothing better, I should say, than to have him back in orange and black. And of course, he got a big double last night, I believe, and Hunter Pence hit his first home run this year at AT&T Park, and we were down 4-0, and then we came back to win the game 5-4, and in extra innings. And then today's game, we get the job done 6-3 against the D-backs, take 2 out of 3. And the game that I went to, though, they lost that 2-1, but it's all good, you know. And we're not even having the best year, but it doesn't matter, because I'm still loyal to the Giants, you know. 2017 NBA champion, Golden State Warriors, baby. Also, you know, great to be back here in the Bay Area, you know, my hometown, you know. And you know, I have not made a cam-up video in a long time. I believe it was since the Warriors won the NBA Finals. Just wanted to check in on everyone here on YouTube and the TTC, you know, see how everyone's doing here. And, you know, but this is just spectacular. You know, there's nothing better than this city. You know, I'm thinking about possibly maybe moving back here next year. So, looking forward to that. But, you know, the Giants, you know, this might not be our best year, but, you know, next year I think we can make a playoff run. And, you know, Pablo Sandoval being back is a great sign. You know, the game that he had last night, you know, that just shows that, you know, he still has it in him. And, you know, the Giants fans that booed him, I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous. I mean, you got to show some love to the Panda, you know. So, and, you know, Niners season about to start. You know, who knows how we'll do this year. You know, we got Kyle Shanahan, got a new coach. You know, got Brian Hoyer now at quarterback. We'll see what we can do. I think it's still a rebuilding year, but, you know, we're only going to go forward. And, of course, the Warriors are going to look to repeat next year. So, looking forward to that. And so, Danny G, SFG TV, signing off from the greatest city in the world, San Francisco. I am out. San Francisco Bay Area for life. I'm out. Peace.